All right, guys. Many people think you need this to be a content creator or a YouTuber on YouTube, to be a, fisherman YouTuber and etc. And I can promise you that this will cause you a headache when you're on the water. Unless you have a filmmaker that's kind of documenting your fishing adventures and etc. This is a great camera. This is a great lens. But I am a professional, videographer, DP, photographer, and etc. So I battle with this all the time. As a fishing YouTuber or a content creator, I battled this for the last 4 years. Do I need this on my kayak? Do I need this on my fishing trips? It's kind of like in the gray area, It's a very opinion based. But over the years, I've juggled around from not bringing it to bringing it on trips. And if you really want to be a great fisherman and focus on the art of fishing, of bass fishing, I'd say you need to get rid of this and just bring this. This is all you really need to create a story. You could use that, and you could use your cell phone. You don't really need this thing to get in the way. And let's say if you fall off your boat or have a misstep and this thing goes in the water, well, you're down, $2,000 to $5,000. The camera that I'm using to film this video right now, this camera up here, is easily, probably this whole setup right here is probably $6,000 or $7,000, easy. Now, if you're doing it for professional work and you're filming other anglers and you're creating content for other businesses, definitely recommend this camera up top. But if you're trying to create content and you want to be a minimalist and not worry about your camera getting stolen inside the car while you're going fishing or you're in a tournament, I recommend just picking up this DJI Action 4 or Action 5. It's perfect. You document every single catch. It's reliable. And then for any B-roll that you have, a YouTuber that I watch, Greg Blanchard, he uses his cell phone a lot for B-roll. So if you see a coyote on the bank, or if you see a cow or a horse, a wild horse on the bank drinking water, or a bedfish in the shallows, you can take out your phone and get a closer image or a closer video clip or B-roll of that certain animal or wild nature and just grab it off of this. It's not as high quality as this camera, but the best camera is the one that's on you. And most of the time, your cell phone's going to be on you. And these days, cell phones have great cameras on them. Good enough for content. And the Action 4 and Action 5 are great action cameras. And the reason why I didn't bring the GoPro out, which is a great camera, I've had more water issues, water resistant issues on the GoPros. Eventually they go out and they really try to kind of push you for that subscription, and you have to go through the 1-800 number and go through a VA and ask for a new GoPro, and then you pay $50 for the replacement fee. And I decided, let's try something new. So I picked up the DJI Action 4, and the good news about this minimalist camera, and I'll link all these products in the description if you guys need it, is you can actually take this microphone by DJI. This is a mic 2. And you could link it to your Action 4. So that's the cool thing is, you know, focus on really what is important. And, you know, the top 3 things that's important to me when I'm creating content is capturing every single minute, every single second of the day. Not worrying. Number 2, not worrying about my cameras, if they're powered on or not. So a lot of the times these are on power banks. And if it's a hot day, I'm pulling this battery out because the battery will, you know, create more heat. And then I close that up, and then I use a power bank and I plug it to USB-C. And this camera is powered on all day. So number 1, I want this rolling. Number 2, I don't want to worry about it. And number 3, audio is super important to me as well. So having this wireless connection right at my chest level gives me great quality audio that syncs straight into this camera. So that's a big deal to me. And so GoPros are still great cameras. They got me they got me started in content creation a long time ago when I had the Hero 2. I still run a GoPro 9 or 10, I believe, in the back of my kayak, and I'll sync that in post with this footage. But this is all you need. This Action 4 or Action 5, this is all you need. We could start off with this, and then if you want to slowly improve your audio, you can get the DJI Mic 2. And if you guys have any questions about linking up the audio, comment below. I'll share you a link to the YouTube video that I use to sync these 2 devices together. And then get yourself, you know, an iPhone 14 Pro something, or 15 Pro or 16, whatever they're on. Anything 14 and above should be good enough for video. But yeah, this is all you need. And, you know, on those super bright sunny days, you might want to get yourself an ND. And what this does is kind of give you that natural motion blur, and you won't get any weird artifacts on the surface of the water, and etc. But yeah, try to stay away from this unless you plan on being, you know, a professional videographer, or you can have your own team film you. But if you don't have the budget and you're trying to get to your 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 followers on Instagram, you really don't need this unless you're a professional videographer or photographer. Stick with this, stick with your phone, upgrade your audio, and go from there, you know. And the last bonus tip I have is, you know, if you're filming a lot of the talking heads, well, actually, you know what? I'll leave this tip up. Try to be as original as you can, you know. So there's Greg Blanchard, right? And so when I got in the game and I was guilty of this, it's like, oh, like, let's make videos like Greg Blanchard, but make it maybe more epic, and use these fancy cameras and these fancy drones. And yeah, I got really great positive feedback on my videos, and it showed like, hey, this looks cool, blah, 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 and this is a great cinematic vlog. But at the end of the day, being yourself, being consistent, and if you really want to be successful at that, look at the breakdown of the cost it creates to create a 10-minute video for YouTube every week. If you're going to the waters, you know, I reside in SoCal, and by the time you hit the water, you probably spent $10 to $30 to get on the lake, okay, to film. You've invested in cameras and, you know, a couple of these, and your cell phone, and editing software, music license, you know, you're already negative going into creating these videos. And if you haven't hit 1,000 subscribers, well, you're not making any money off of any of the videos that you make, right? So, you know, this is, if you want to pursue this as a business, break down the cost of what it takes to create a video on the water, and then break down a cost of, you know, maybe talking head videos, maybe cost-friendly videos where you're talking about tips and etc. So that's what I propose new YouTubers to do looking to gain more subscribers and get monetized is be yourself, create videos that are more affordable to do, but you still enjoy doing because you're helping fellow your fellow anglers, your beginner anglers, and you're getting people into fishing. So make sure you love what you do. Make sure you stay as original as possible. And if you want to treat this as a business and you want to really be successful at this, try to kind of break down the cost of the video, reduce the cost of making that video, and then just be consistent on a weekly basis. Be yourself. You know, not everybody has to be Greg Blanchard, where you have to put a story together and spend, you know, thousands of dollars of production to 2 cameras on the water, taking a trip with the homies all year round, and, you know, editing all those days to get a video out every week and entering tournaments and etc. Everybody is posting about posting their tournament vlogs and etc. But look outside the box. Try to create content that will help people out, that won't necessarily go into your wallet or your pockets of money, your savings, to actually create content. So sure, there might be a big Bassmaster tournament coming up and you want to vlog it and everything, but if you're trying to be successful on YouTube, you don't necessarily have to fish the biggest tournament of your life and create content around that. You don't necessarily have to do that. Now, if you reach to that level where you already have a successful YouTube channel and you have the freedom and budget to create those vlogs and tournament experiences, great. I definitely recommend doing it. But if it's going to dig deep into your pockets and you are not in the later stages of your YouTube business, I would definitely recommend being a minimalist and saving costs on creating content. And this is one of my tips, is just try to keep things simple. Buy your small little action camera. Don't even bother going here just yet, you know, and then focus on, you know, the little things that are actually more important, which is audio, having a camera always with you on your pocket, and documenting as many B-roll shots as you can. You know, the more you film, the better you can make a story at the end of the day. But if this was very helpful for you guys, comment below if you have any more film questions, anything particular about this camera, or how to capture cinematic B-roll, or how to sync this wireless mic to this camera, let me know. And if you are getting into like professional photography or videography, also, you know, let me know in the comments. Like this video if you found this helpful at all. And I hope you guys gain a lot of success in your YouTube venture, your YouTube business, and yeah, hit the like button if it's been helpful, subscribe, and you're just going to get more random fishing tips, whether if it's content making or catching fish. Peace.